Hey guys, this is Cloplaysgames, and we are back with Blackwell Convergence. Alright, and this is going to be the intro for the next few episodes because I didn't notice I was playing for 40 minutes and I'm not uploading a 40-minute video because I do not have the internet capacity right now. So this is going to be your intro for the next few videos. Alright, till next time, love you guys.
Hello. You're Joseph Mitchell, aren't you?
I believe you have the better of me, Miss...
Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell.
Blackwell, huh? I might have known.
You met my auntie.
Your auntie, yes. I do see a slight
Yeah, I'm like
resemblance. I did
multitasking.
warn her to leave well enough alone, but she was determined. Let's hope that you can do some good here.
Why are we here?
What are you doing here?
We are echoes, leftovers, if you will. We were linked to the Countess when we were alive. When we died, part of ourselves got trapped here.
So you're not a ghost?
Not fully. I'm not sure what I am. I remember living, I remember dying, but I don't feel like Joseph Mitchell. All I know is that when I thought of death, an eternity with Joe Gould was the last thing on my mind.
Okay.
I studied some of your work in journalism school.
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something completely different. But that's New York City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the same year to year.
Did you know Charles Meltzer?
Yes, I did. He worked at the New Yorker back in the late 70s. He would come into my office and ask about the old days, and I was happy to tell him. I knew he would never cut it as a reporter, but he had a very keen, analytical mind. I almost forgot all about him, but it appeared a link formed between us, nonetheless. When I died, my connection to the Countess passed on to him.
Alright. Sorry, I'll
I'm
stop
sorry you had to stop
multitasking.
writing.
I'm
So
looking
am I.
something up.
But what else could I do? Let innocent people die? No, I don't regret the choice I made. Not for one moment.
The Countess.
What is your connection to the Countess?
I don't know. I never met the woman. Joe Gould was the one who knew her. He had a special bond with her, apparently. But somehow, he passed it on to me when he died. Next thing I knew, I was murdering people by writing about them. There was no choice. I had to stop writing.
I studied
You
some
had
of
a
your work in
notebook?
journalism
Death
school.
notebook?
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic, even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something completely different. But that's New York City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the same year to year.
It wouldn't be the same. Are you sure about that? What about your writing, your death notebook?
I'm sorry you had to stop writing.
So am I. But what else could I do? Let innocent people die? No, I don't regret the choice I made. Not for one moment.
Charles Meltzer is using the Countess to kill people.
By accident?
No, on purpose. He sent her after me.
Now, that's a shame. I'm aware that through my actions I killed a few people, but I could forgive myself for it, since I was unaware of what I was doing. But many times I thought to myself, I have a weapon. It's untraceable. Nobody knows about it. I could use it, but I did not. I was tempted, but I did not. Not once. You have to stop, Charles. Break this link. Destroy this place. No more innocents should have to die.
How do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
Why did you write about Joe Gould?
He's a fascinating man. Intolerable company, but fascinating. He exemplified everything about New York at the time. Its artistic expression, its frustration, its joy and heartbreak. His oral history, or the idea of it, energized the work of dozens of writers and intellectuals. But the more I got to know him, the less I wanted to be around him.
Why don't you give him a cigarette?
When you give that man a cigarette or a drink, he likes to talk. And the only subject Joe Gould likes to talk about, at length, is Joe Gould. And the only person for him to talk to is me. So, I do not give him a cigarette.
Would you give him a cigarette if I spoke to him for you?
I might. If you can get him away from me, I might. But we can't leave this diner, and the door to that kitchen is locked.
Can't you just float through the wall?
Believe me, I've tried that. It doesn't work. Not here.
How do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
Did you ever read Joe Gould's oral history?
That, it never existed. Or if it did, Mr. Gould never shared it with anyone, which amounts to the same thing.
You know why I never wrote it down. People would have died.
You didn't stop telling people you were writing it, did you?
What could I say? The truth? They would have chucked me in a loony bin.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
I need to find a way to
Locked.
have that paperclip.
Looks like the door to the kitchen.
Choose Countess after conversation. Oven. If I don't have a paperclip.
Madeline, could I talk to you?
Of course.
Who are the ghosts inside?
Their names are Joseph Mitchell and Joe Gould. Both of them were unwilling spirit guides for the Countess. The echoes of them remained here after they died.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside. You must find it and remove it.
How did the Countess break the bond between you?
She did not break the bond, but moved it. To be rid of me, she had to form a bond with someone living. Someone who could, in essence, become her guide. How she acquired this knowledge, I do not know. I only know that it was accomplished.
Who did she pass it to?
Joe Gould. It was an easy task, since his mind was already broken. Upon Gould's death, it was passed on to Joseph Mitchell.
And now Charlie Meltzer.
Yes, it must be broken if this is to end.
Can't you come inside with me?
I'm afraid I cannot. My bond with the Countess is gone. I cannot enter.
But I can?
You are alive. You are much stronger than I am.
Can you take me back?
Most certainly. But you must finish what you came here to do first.
Figures.
Oh.
Where are we?
You have been to this plane before. You have brought many lost spirits through here.
Well, yes, but there was never a diner before.
I can understand your confusion, but it is not a... It is as you... And you will find out more.
I figured it
Thanks,
out.
Matt.
I will be...
I had to look it up. I don't know how people figured out these stupid point-and-click games without the internet. Actually, I do know. You know how they figured it out? They had guides for people to steal more
Mr.
money
Gould.
from you.
She returned. Say, can you spare a few dollars?
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'd like to see
That's
this.
Here you
right.
go.
I need that paperclip. Yeah.
I don't think he'll miss this.
Nice.
Here you go.
Always glad to share.
Thank you, sir.
Easy.
Okay.
What's that noise?
I don't know how much more is left in the game, but I'm going to end it here. And next episode should hopefully be the last. Till next time, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, may his face shine upon you, and give you his peace. In Jesus' name, you guys have a blessed day, and stay healthy. Love. Love, CeeLo.